Hey everybody, how you doing? Mikey's here, another dip review. Today, something I did not know they made anymore until I went to their website. I was making a list of stuff I haven't tried yet, going to each website, seeing what they have listed, making a wish list, and I came across Skoal Bandits. Oh, they still make those? I've never seen them. Didn't know they still made them. Well, yeah, they do. They come in wintergreen and mint. And I've already tried the wintergreens. Today, I'm trying the mints. This is made from U.S. Smokeless Tobacco Company. A half-ounce bottle, tax class, or half-ounce bottle, a bottle. It's a can or a tin. Tax class M, Nashville, Tennessee. If this is the same as the other one, which I'm assuming it is, there are 20 of these little nuggets in here instead of the 15 you get with the larger pouches. Let me crack this bad boy open. Get my thumbnail under the lid here. Give it a quick open. Round and round she goes. And, whoo, minty. There's your money shot. Now these are, I kind of wish I had some pouches here. I meant to bring up some pouches so I could do a comparison. And I don't have any pouches. Oh, yes I do. Hold on just a sec. That front row of cans I have there are stuff I still have to dip through. So let's do a quick size comparison. These are Longhorn pouches. This is a Skoal Bandit. Longhorn, standard pouch. Skoal Bandit. Smaller, thinner, hair shorter, not much. Lengthwise, they're very comparable. The pouch is slightly longer, but definitely a little plumper and definitely a little fatter. So, in goes the Bandit. Now, with the wintergreen ones, I really like these because they're smaller and they really get down into the gum line. And they just sit there. Yeah. They just like sink right down below the gum line. They just sit there and do their thing. Not bad at all. Now these, moisture content's not bad. They're not drippy moist like you say you get with the Longhorn or Grizzly. But these do have some moisture content. With the regular long cut, Skoal does tend to go a little on the drier side from most normal dips, and their pouches are no exception. These pouches are a little bit drier than your standard dip pouches that I've run across. My shiny bald head, I'm going to fix that in just a minute. So, while these are juicing up, let me open up some more stuff I got in the mail. I have a signed Rusty Wallace Kodiak Racing bumper sticker, signed by the man himself, Mr. Wallace. I think I paid like $4 for this. I did some bargain hunting. I also found my Christopher Bell signed card. I picked this up a couple years back. DeWalt Racing, Christopher Bell, genuine autographed trading card. Pop these back in the envelope real quick. This bad boy is going over here somewhere, and I think I'm going to put the card right about there, maybe. Tentatively. Everything is subject to change. And I also got in the mail today. Woohoo! I know what this is. I like this mint flavor. It's Skoal mint. A little sweet, a little minty. Nothing outlandish. Like I've mentioned before, I've come to view Skoal as like the Jedi Master of the dip world, or the Goldilocks of the dip world. Maybe that'll be a better term, Goldilocks of the dip world. You know, most dips, they're, ooh, this one's got really smoky, this one's really sweet, this one's really good on nicotine. Skoal tends to be more mellow, we'll hang out in the middle. You know, bring balance to the dip force. Yes. Or the Goldilocks, not too hot, not too cold, it's just right. Alrighty, I have myself, oh, the guy said he was going to throw in an extra. He did. Woohoo! Okay, I now have a Timberwolf. There we go. Wearing a hat from a Pinkerton product. And I'm dipping a U.S. Smokeless Tobacco Company product. Because that's how I roll. But yeah. You have to loosen this up just a smidgen. But yeah, it's got the wolf on the side, Timberwolf there, and it's even got a little embossed warning. This is not a vintage product. This is a reproduction by the looks of it, which is probably why I got it as cheap as I did. But hey, looks pretty cool. Nice little Timberwolf hat. I'm okay with that. Although it's blue, like Timberwolf mint, which is something I haven't been able to find yet. Haven't been able to find Timberwolf mint. No one around here carries it. I don't know why. Don't know why. They got them all. They got everything except for the mint and the cool wintergreen. These are juicing up, but they're not creating a whole lot of spit, mainly because of the size, I'm gathering. The size, since they sit so low, they're not really stimulating the salivation to get it juicing up quite well. I'm going to move one of them up just a hair. Yep, there it goes. It's triggering some salivation now. Go figure. This side of my gums is a little rough. I've been dipping a lot over here lately. I'm getting a little worn, so I've been trying to throw things over here for a few days. But now I got a pouch sitting right on top of it. It's just kind of. If you dip a lot and you're dipping on one side all the time, it starts getting rough. Change up this position. I've learned that the hard way. You know, I tend to throw things right here, and sure enough, getting sore right there. A lot of rubbing, especially if you dip wintergreens. Wintergreens, I've noticed, tend to be a little harsher on the gums than the other flavors. Mints aren't quite as bad. Naturals and straights seem to be fine. But just the very nature of wintergreen, the flavoring and stuff, it tends to chew up on the gums a little bit more. And I have a lot of cans of wintergreen open right now because, yeah, that's just the way it worked. And so this section here is just a little sore. Upper deck. One upper deck, one lower deck. There we go. That's the way the Bandits are. I do like these. These are very reminiscent of snus-sized pouches, which kind of makes me wonder if that's how they got their start. You know, some guy from U.S. Smokeless went over to Sweden on vacation, y'all, for sure, borshy. And, hey, look at these Swedish snus portions they coming out with. These are pretty cool. Went back to Tennessee and pitched the idea. And Skoal Bandits were born. I can't confirm that. I'm just making that up off the top of my head. But it wouldn't surprise me a bit if that's what happened. Some guy went on vacation in Europe, ran into that newfangled, sophisticated Swedish snus stuff, and brought it back and introduced it to the redneck world. Yes, sir, Bob. Already. But yeah, these are the size of Swedish snus portions. That's what these remind me of. That's the way they're sitting in the gum line. They're very much so like Swedish snus, except you get the benefits of dark fired tobacco. Now, what's the major difference in tobaccos between Swedish snus and American dips. Swedish snus tobacco is heated and pasteurized. And American dark fire tobacco is cured and fermented. So you have a fermentation process going on here, and with snus you have a pasteurization process. They both lend distinct flavor characteristics to the tobacco. That's why American naturals, the taste you get off of those is much different than, say, a natural of Swedish snus. It's just because of the way they're processed. The Americans cure and ferment theirs. The Swedes heat and pasteurize. Now, heating and pasteurizing does have some advantages. It is much less on the carcinogen scale, much lower than cured and fermented. Granted, your risks between both are fairly low, but they are much lower with Swedish snus. So much so that General Brand Swedish snus is the only tobacco product sold in America that has a modified risk assessment issued by the FDA. They tried to have the warning labels removed completely, but of course in America the FDA is not going to do that. So they went with a modified risk assessment, which means General Snus can say that their stuff is a safe alternative to cigarettes. Americans cannot say that. Why? Because the FDA, politics. But yeah, if you like Skoal mint flavor, slightly sweet, minty, sweet, not too strong on either part of the scales, just a nice, well-balanced mint, you will like these. If you don't like pouches because of the way they kind of in your gums, sometimes some guys don't like them just because of the size of them and the corners kind of poke. These little guys right here will fit that bill. I'm getting all the flavor of Skoal mint without the bulkiness of a pouch. They're much smaller, a little bit slimmer, and very reminiscent of Swedish snus pouches. Which is fine by me because I like my snus. When I'm at work and I need my nicotine fit, I'm usually popping in a portion of snus. Why? Because I can. It's spit-free, and me being the dummy I am, I help make the rules, and the rules say no spitting on the sales floor. No smoking, no using tobacco that requires spitting. So half my crew is using nicotine pouches, and I've converted a couple of them to snus. But that is a video for another time. Right now we're talking about Skoal Bandits. And these are snus-sized pouches with dark-fired tobacco. All in all, very pleasant experience. And there's 20 of them in here. So you can double pouch them and you still have an even amount. Unlike regular sized pouches, where you get 15. You get 15 pouches, and if I remember correctly, let me check the size here. And where's the size? Where's the size? You know, I don't see a size on the Longhorn pouch can. It tells you how much of it's domestically grown, not all of it, but it doesn't tell you how many ounces. Yep. Nope, that's just an age restriction. Huh, I don't see an ounce on here. It just says 15 pouches. Well, fine. Oh, there we go. Net weight 0.82 ounces. This is 0.5. So a little bit less weight. But these are a slightly drier product. And they're smaller pouches. So there you have it. All in all, I'm pretty happy with these. I kind of like them. I'm probably never going to find them in my area. And I'm not sure if I'm ever going to, unless I'm traveling and I come across some, I'm probably not going to have any of my sourcing guy pick up some more for me. So I'm just going to enjoy these while I can. So if you like Skoal Mint or Skoal Wintergreen, and you want smaller size pouches, something you can, if you don't want to have a lot, you can just have a little bit just to take the edge off for the nicotine wise. This is moderate nicotine level, nothing crazy. These might be up your alley, if you can find them. Like I said, I haven't seen a single place in my area that sells Bandits. Nobody. I'm kind of revisiting some of the convenience stores I revisited early in my dipping career. Um, Trying to see if there's stuff that wasn't on my radar then that they're carrying, but so far I've been coming up empty. Nobody carries the Bandits. They carry pouches, regular size pouches, but I haven't found anybody that's bothered carrying the Bandits yet. Your area may differ. These came from Missouri. He found them no problem. They were right. The first place he went to, they had a shelf, had them right up there for sale, and they were pretty cheap too, if I remember correctly. Well, much cheaper than Oregon because Missouri doesn't go completely crazy with their taxes. Anyway, this has been Skoal Bandits mint flavor. This is Mikey. If you enjoy the content, be sure to like and subscribe. I appreciate it. Leave a comment down below if you've tried these or if you are curious, have a question about anything in general. I don't answer all the comments, but I do read them. I go through and I read the comments. I answer the ones that seem answerable. A lot of them, the people are just saying, hi, how you doing? So, I read those. I marked a little heart thingy on there, let you know that I read it. If you've got a good question and I know the answer, I will respond. I do have a Patreon page built as a contingency for if and when YouTube decides to take down my tobacco-related content, because YouTube does not like tobacco. And you can see this at least 7 days before anybody else does over on the Patreon page. My videos hit over there at least a week before they hit YouTube. So if you want to catch the videos early, swing on over to the Patreon. Doesn't cost a thing to sign up over there. I got a little chat room too. You can drop in there, post photos of your dip hauls or what you're enjoying, ask some questions, chat with anybody else, so there's somebody in there as well. Anyway, this is Mikey. This is Skoal Bandits. I like them. Your mileage may vary, but I enjoy these things. I will catch you all later. Take care. Bye.